Hey guys, it's Steve with Orlando Collector Deviants. We are here today with the ConFather himself, Mr. Tom Raupp. How are you today, Tom?
Good, doing good. Happy to be here.
Hold on one second while I screw things up real quick. Okay. And there we go. And now I bet you if we go to do it, we'll hear it. Since I got the new microphone, it decides to do all the audio through that.
Okay.
Because I remember I told you to put your headphones on.
Yep.
So there we go. So we have Mr. Tom here because this Sunday he has a certain show that's been going on for like 12 years or so.
Oh, at least not longer. I think it was 2009 Jim Carrey first started doing it. So we've carried it on for the last few years. Take it over from him. So it is the Deland Comic and Collectible Show. It's got a little bit of everything.
I'm going to jump on it that way so they can see it a little bit better.
That's good. So yeah, there's anything from vintage comics and magazines, toys, Disney pins, collectibles, pops, records, you name it, it's going to be there. There's a little bit of everything for everybody, and we got food trucks out there to feed people, and if weather permitting, Phantasmagoria will be there, and we've had them almost every year now, and they come and they perform, do a little entertaining, anywhere from fire breathing to whips to
sword swallowing.
Yes, yeah. The one young lady there was, I don't know how she did it. There's no way I could.
She made every young man there very happy that night.
Well, she also made a lot of people scared when she allowed somebody to pull the swords out of her throat. That's
because she also let a young man pull that sword out of it.
Something I was not going to do. But yeah, they're very entertaining. So they'll be there. Also, Thunder City Derby Sirens. We've had them the last few years. They come. They're roller skating chicks.
They're
women.
They're roller derby, which any of these women will beat your ass no matter how macho you think you are.
And they are recruiting for the new season.
And they're usually there all on their roller skates the whole time around.
Yeah. No, and they're quite entertaining. They can tell you what they do, what they go through. And on their website,
want to hang out with them for a while.
Well, you could try out if you wanted to, Trish. I mean, it's
I don't think that would be lovely. I think, that would be bad for me.
That's all right. You could get your hostilities out on people.
I'd hurt something on myself.
But then we have guests that are going to be there, of course.
Tommy Dalton says hi.
Hey, how are you? We're going to have Bill Black from AC Comics. Hey, he'll be there. We're going to have Steve Conley. Steve's doing a
I didn't put all their pictures. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Steve did the badges for our vendors, so we'll have those. We have Joe Doyle. He will also be at a show in February. Peter Smith. Yes, thank you. will be another one of the guests that we have there.
And he'll be a guest in February.
Yes,
also.
in February also.
And look, we didn't hook it up that they're going to both be there.
It just worked out that way, which is good. So
one of our sponsors is bringing them to our show.
Yep. So Alpha Omega certifications will be at both shows, both at Deland and also at Olo. So if you're bringing books in that you want to get graded, or if you want to have something witnessed, or cards, they also do cards. They also do toys.
But I will tell you, if you bring the books in at Deland, don't expect to have them by Olo.
Yeah, it doesn't matter who you submit to right now. The grading companies are way behind, so you're looking at a 4 to 6 month wait on some books.
If not more.
Yes,
because it almost took a year to get one.
8 months was the longest I had with CGC, and with CBCS, I am going on to 6.5 months right now.
Well, I had a card that they took at the last Olo show, and I still have got it yet.
Yeah, no, all the grading companies are back up.
So I'm not. I will be talking with them here on Sunday
Oh yeah,
to
no, we
see-
got to yell at them. Got to yell at them, keep them on their toes.
to see what's going on. But yeah, it's almost been a year for that card. But I had to do that with one of my comics I had graded, and lo and behold, when he went home, he had it.
Well, and that's the thing. Is it's there's a lot of stuff they're putting in, and you just
Oh,
never
they're
know.
busy.
So
What?
They're busy.
They
They're
are
busy.
yeah.
I have all the love for Alpha Omega. I'm a big supporter of theirs. They're a big supporter of ours. So I have no qualms.
No,
They do some cool stuff, and they go everywhere.
and they're the man in the middle between us taking our stuff in to the company that they got to give it to get it back for us.
Yep.
So we're gonna have who else we're gonna have there? I gotta look at my
You
list.
got Roland Man going to be there.
Yes, Roland Man's gonna be there. John Crowther will be there as well.
Is he bringing anybody?
No, John is going to come, and John is setting up as a comic book artist, writer, creator. And if you have any questions about wrestling, he is the source. He is the guy to talk to right now. We just with everything going on, it just was easier just to bring him in that way. He's also doing stuff with Silverline, so him and Roland are working together on some books. You actually went and did one of the Kickstarters, didn't you?
I do all their Kickstarters.
Well, I do too, but I'm certain ones I just don't always jump on.
Team Beetle.
Yes, Team Beetle. Yeah. So
and speaking of Kickstarters, Silverline just had a Kickstarter that went today. Actually, last night.
Yes.
It's a flip book with Rejects #1 and Rook and Sniper #2, I believe. So
sounds right. Yeah. Rejects. I know they were pushing that.
I've actually been waiting for that one.
Okay.
Because Roland, that's one of his brainchilds, and he's been telling me about it for a couple years. So
he's finally on the ball and
he's
getting
on the
it
ball.
going.
Finally got
Good.
it going. Got some good team behind it. So
no, that's good though, because down the road he's got September. He's going to be in Daytona, so Silverline, the whole group.
Well, he's also going to be Roland. I don't know if he's going to bring anybody, but he'll be at Olo in February.
That's pretty amazing that these guys all come around to these great shows.
Now, John Crowther will not be at Olo.
That's
so
okay.
Make sure you go to the land to see him there.
See him there and talk to him. Maybe convince him to go to Olo. Who knows? We're going to have Arthur Ron Baxley Jr.
Ron Baxley Jr.
Yes, and you know what he does. He does a lot of the Wizard of Oz stuff.
Yep, and he can get you a good hookup on Walt Disney resorts, vacations.
You're up on all my guys. Good for you. That saves me all the headaches.
Ron is a big fan of ours.
Yeah. No. Ron's a good guy, so he's coming in, and he's bringing his pup with him. So
Ziggy.
Yep, Ziggy. So Ziggy will be there. So stop by and see them. Ron's also got some stuff going on with McDonald's, where he's getting some of those special display things.
He got some display cases. Yep.
So he'll have that kind of stuff at the show. So be worth your time to stop in and see him.
And he has a new book, either just came out or is coming out. The last one was Ziggy Dances the Light Fantastic, and I think this is Ziggy Dances the Dark Fantastic. I think it's the sequel.
You know something? I'm just going to sell you the land and let you take over.
No, I just
You're
Ron
good
is a
though.
big supporter, so I try to make sure I support who supports us.
Yeah, no, he's going to be fun to talk to. See, anything you want to talk to him about, especially Wizard of Oz stuff.
Yep, try to stump him.
Yeah,
but don't go to a video game. One little line in a video game that was like 20 years ago, because he will not know that.
Yeah, but if you want to talk,
I
about
bet you
the books,
he will now, though.
Yeah, if you want to talk about the books, he knows about that. We're gonna have Lauren and Jay, who are Pet Piranha, and they do a book called Astral. Oh God, see, that's a bad thing when I don't write it down. Astral Projections or something. Sorry, I'm butchering your book, but they will be there.
And I don't know enough about it. I can't help him out. I'm sorry, guys.
See, that's the problem when you start running shows and doing all these things and trying to figure it all out. We do have what else do I have? I have Anthony Sicca coming.
Jake will be there.
Jake Bates will be there. anybody that wants to come and meet my partner Jake Bates, he will be over there. He will be at the booth. Stop by and see him, and he will take care of you. We got some great items that are going to be for sale between comics, toys, all kinds of different types of collectibles.
And if you miss out on any of Jake's stuff or Tom's stuff, you can also go to their eBay site.
Yes, eBay site. Yeah. So.
See, I even know. See, I don't know a bit of everybody.
I should just quit and let you take over.
Well, I mean, if you don't find anything you like over
Pop
at
Culture Playground on eBay.
Yes.
Okay. So a lot of their stuff goes there because it's worth more than you can buy. So.
No, we do a lot of graded books online. They hit the shows a couple times, and I give them to Jake put online because there's no argument about condition. We do a lot of vintage stuff. Jake also has an Instagram that he runs.
And an Instagram.
Yeah. So, yeah, Jake's the man. That's all I got to say is.
All I need to know, and I've talked with Jake. He goes and finds the coolest stuff at garage sales and flea markets, and it's like this guy has to sleep there.
Well, here's the thing.
I never find this stuff.
The man has a full-time job, always doing stuff with his family, yet he still has time to go out and hunt all this stuff down. And then at 1 o'clock at night or in the morning, when I'm online, he's still up. When does he sleep? There's got to be a couple Jakes.
Well,
there's the one that I know, and then there's got to be 2 or 3 that do all the other stuff.
Yeah, like that movie Multiplicity.
Yes. There's got to be a bunch of Jakes.
And Greg Hopkins says, don't sell.
Greg's all right. Greg's a good guy.
He doesn't.
Yeah.
Don't sell yourself short, Tom. You are awesome.
Yeah, sometimes. I have my moments. Yeah, Greg's up in Jacksonville. He is part of the him and Corey. They deal with it's gonna escape me now. One of the artists up there. What'd you do with us? We disappeared.
Well, he's not. Tom's not used to. This is what I do. I look at stuff like
I'm used to looking at myself there and going, "Oh, okay, I look stupid," but hey. Art Germ. Yes. So he and his partner Corey deal with Art Germ. They're his contacts over here in the U.S. And they're up in Jacksonville. They also work with one other artist. Again, can't remember who it is. So Greg, you got to help me out on him. But they have a good little business running up there. Do a lot of variant covers, special things like that. So yeah, just don't have all that knowledge with me anymore. Get a couple beers in me, and I'm like, "Ah, the hell with this. Let Steve take care of it."
Oh no, because I've probably met Greg, but I can't place him. That's why I was pulling up to see if I could place him.
Years ago, Greg used to run the Jacksonville show.
Yep, and that's who I thought it was when I saw him.
Yeah, and then he moved on, and then that's when Tony took it over and stuff, and Scott and I. So yeah.
Let's see. When you see the pictures right there, I can't really tell. That's why I have to just hop over there.
See, now I'm all confused again because I'm not on the screen, so I don't know where I'm at.
Well, as long as you got beer in your hand, that's all that matters.
That's all that matters. That's cool.
Yeah.
So last week you had Marcus on.
Yep.
And Marcus asked about a book. So Marcus may not be on now, but when he looks at this later, Marcus, I have your book.
Oh,
I have the Supernatural Thrillers 15 he was looking for.
Tag Marcus.
So
gotcha.
Yeah.
Excuse me, I'm over on eBay looking at Pop Culture Playground.
At least it's better than cat videos. Usually I'll.
Well, we have some good stuff over there. Jake's put up a lot of neat little items on our eBay store.
Let's see. Usually when I need something to be tagged, you guys don't see it, but I'm sitting down here.
And she's busy looking at cat videos.
And I look over there. She's
dog
like
videos,
dog
videos and everything. I'm like,
not
really?
a cat person.
She gets so sidetracked. She'll start to go over to Facebook to go do something, and then she gets, oh look. Now, see, I'm bad. I'm otter videos.
Right.
I like
Hotter, huh?
otters. They're cute. They're cuddly. And Greg says he's looking forward to Olo. So am I.
Yeah. Oh, well,
I'm actually looking forward to February 14th,
the day after.
the day after.
The day I couldn't breathe until we're ready to go start in the next one.
Yeah, but you go 2 or 3 days, you relax, and you start stressing over the next one. That's all.
Well, we're actually
Like I needed more
trying to be
stress in my
smart
life.
by already getting next year's dates done before the show.
Always try to do that.
So,
Always.
We're
That
trying.
if you have your date set, you have your location set, you know how many tables you can get in there and what your cost is. You advertise it, and then you don't have to go and all of a sudden go, oh, I can't do that show. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's like go out there, set the show up, get your location, figure out what the cost is, get everything done, and then advertise it. If you
Well-
sit there and you just throw out that I'm doing this show here and here, it's not going to work.
No.
And I can't support you if you can't figure out what the hell you want to do. And there's
Well-
too many people coming out with shows nowadays that just don't get it.
Well, and that's the thing. And I am happy we didn't do that after this year's show because of the whole debacle.
Yeah.
We actually went to a better place
Yeah.
that wants to support us.
And will stand by you and help you and works with you.
Yep.
And that's the thing. And before you start announcing where you're going to be and everything, you should have all these things already figured out.
Well, you even knew because you helped us with the whole everything. We had the place locked down for 3 months before we actually got the approval from the fire marshal.
Right.
We never once mentioned the next show until we got that approval.
No, and that's what you got to like. I already have a date for next year for DeLand, but there's a possibility we're going to change from the date they're giving me. And until it's locked in, I can't promote that show for next year yet. But
Right.
usually by now, I already have the date set. I already have flyers made up. I mean, we had flyers made up for after the last September show for the Daytona show for this year coming up, already printed because we knew that we had the location and stuff.
Right.
We know the pricing. We know where we're at. We also know that certain vendors, when they know a year in advance, they're planning on being at that show.
Yep.
And if you sit there and you set up a show and go, okay, I'm doing this, this, and this, and then everybody plans on it, and then you pass on doing a show somewhere, and then they turn around and go, oh, it's too expensive, or I don't want to do it, or I decided not to do it, or somebody else is doing a show.
That's money lost for
That's-
these people
yes.
that are a business
Yeah.
only for these shows.
And
Yeah.
especially if they're already scheduling time away from maybe another show that they could have been at.
Or
Right.
days off from their job that you
Or
have
days
to have
off.
in advance.
Now, with COVID, there's nothing you can do when certain venues close because of COVID.
Right.
And it is what it is. But there are venues like in the Carolinas right now that are requiring you to show proof of a vaccination or proof of a negative test. They're requiring you to wear a mask the whole time. And if you don't want to do any of it, they don't care. They don't want you there. It's that simple. And this, unfortunately, this is what we've got to deal with. This is what we dealt with for 2 years. Is probably what we're going to deal with this whole year until we finally get to a point where everybody
I
figures out what they want to do.
I think we're going to deal with this for many years. Just some sort of
Yeah, there's going to
variant
be.
of it,
yeah.
you know.
Yes, for right now, that's the way it foreseeable future looks. That there's going to be some kind of variant we have to deal with.
And guess what? We've dealt with it with the flu. We've dealt with it with the common cold. It's nothing new. It's just something. It is something new that we all have to get used to. But just get over it and do what you got to
Yeah,
do.
move on and go from there.
Yep.
At the land, for the last 2 years at all our shows, we've told everybody that they're required to wear a mask when they come in. This one, we're letting you decide. And if you're vaccinated or it's against your religion to wear a mask, I'm not going to argue with you. Do whatever you want. But if you end up getting sick because you weren't smart, because we're suggesting that you wear a mask. If you do, you do. If you don't, you don't. But I want my vendors and my guests and those attendees that come, I want them to be comfortable. I want them to feel like they're in a safe place. So there'll be masks at the front desk if you feel uncomfortable and want to wear one. we're asking all our vendors to bring hand sanitizer. So there's be hand sanitizer for everybody. It's the same thing we've been doing for 2 years. Just try to be safe. We're just not telling you that you have to wear a mask.
I'm gonna chime in, and this is my own 2 cents worth. If you're gonna wear a mask,
wear it the
a
right
mask,
way. Wear it
but
the right
just
way.
Wear it the right way, down under your chin. You're not working at a restaurant. You don't got to keep the hair in place.
Yeah, you don't
Over
need it
the
under,
nose, man.
over the nose.
I don't care one way. I'm not a masker. I'm not an anti-masker. I do what I have to do to survive. But wear the damn thing correct if you're gonna wear it.
That's it.
That's all I'm asking.
No, it's.
And if you're in your car by yourself on the fucking highway, you don't need to wear one. I'm sorry.
Unless you're borrowing somebody's car and you're not sure. Yeah, no, I don't know. I can't wear one when I'm driving the car. But yeah, we'll go to stores or something. I still wear one. I just, it's a habit we've gotten into. And there's times I start walking and I realize I don't have it, and I turn back around, walk back and get it. Again, it's everybody's choice. So.
Yeah. Well, in my job, I told you what I do.
Yeah.
Some of the houses I go to, it's no big deal. Some of them I go to, can you please wear one? No problem. The only one I had a problem was with wear the mask, wear the gloves, wear the footies, and then you come to me and you're not wearing no mask or gloves or footies yourself.
Yeah, no.
I know I'm in your house, but if I have to do it, you got to do it. I don't care about the footies, but at least wear the mask.
Yeah. Oh, no.
And like with me, it's nice for that option because I have asthma, and if I have a mask on for too long, it causes me headaches. And I have to wear them at work, but if I'm in my office, I can take it off.
Yeah,
so
take it
it's
off
kind of
unless
helpful,
unless somebody comes in to see you.
Right.
Then, yeah.
But I
if
still
she's wearing
do
it
it.
for too long. I get a headache because I have to hear her complaining.
You can smack them. I don't mind.
No, there's video proof. We have to wait till after the camera goes off.
Okay. I could hold my beer up in front of the camera.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, so should we go back to the show? Let's go
Sure, why
back to the
not?
show. Okay, I think you left off on Anthony Sitka.
Yeah. He is up in the Ormond Beach, Daytona area, and is producing his own books and stuff. So Cloak and Dagger up there has been pushing his stuff really heavy for him. Plus a lot of stores.
He just put out a new book, didn't he?
Yes, begins with a V. I wish I could tell you what it is, but I'm not. There you go.
Venerella.
Yes. Yeah. So if you're looking for 90s kind of comic book stuff, the hot girls.
This is how he described it in one of the panels that I sat in. His comics are about big-breasted women that shoot big guns.
Misty America. That was
you
at
like
Daytona.
Yep.
Yeah. That's 1990 stuff.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that's how he talked about his own stuff. That's how he described his work. So his words.
Yeah. Besides being an artist, a writer, he's also a musician. Yeah. So he's hard rock, heavy metal. So.
Mike Thompson says, "Yeah, at."
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I bet you it was a mistype, but yeah. Now Thompson's custom art creation. Thompson's custom art creations.
Let me just.
Is going to be at Olo.
It's going to be, and the name is going to be completely wrong.
No, it's not. He said close. See, he said that's it. I got it the second time around.
Thompson's Custom Creations.
Yeah, art creations.
Don't be nice to him, Mike. Make him get it right.
Who's the one on my
Hey, Lance Footer, how are you, man?
Just want to say hi to you three. Love y'all, but I have to get back to work. You are not working on any new covers for any kind of werewolves or anything?
He's not?
No. I think this is the first time I've seen him do a cover that doesn't have a big-breasted woman.
That was a cool cover,
See,
though.
I was right. Thompson's Custom Art Creations.
Okay.
I was right the third time.
Third time's a charm.
Very cool.
And Lance.
Yeah, mostly they're big breasted, but he did work on a werewolf one.
He says it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
They gotta-
working on a werewolf one right now.
Yeah.
So
He has a hard time seeing, so they have to be big.
she said it. I didn't. Usually I do the blind jokes on you.
Yeah, well,
Lance loves me.
and one time I walked up to him, I said, "Hey, nice seeing you." He goes, "I'm blind. I don't see you." And I'm like, "What a smart ass."
I did an interview with him, one of the first ones. He doesn't see, he doesn't taste, he doesn't smell. So all these questions I was asking him, he just kept saying, I'm like, okay, I'm shutting up now. I'm not asking any more questions. Because I have the basic questions. You know, when
Right.
hey, what's the coolest thing you've seen at a convention? He's like, I'm blind. I forget that. Okay, what's the coolest thing you've ate? I can't taste anything. Oh. Like, I give up.
He does that to Steve on purpose.
He does.
Well,
Because I don't see him as a blind person. I see
I
him
don't
as
either,
an
yeah.
awesome artist, and he
Well,
has to remind me.
the first time I watched him, and he was using a magnifying glass and was working in 1-inch little squares at a time. And when he got done, I mean, it was amazing to see what he could do. So it's pretty cool. And some of these artists, like Amanda Rachel's, is left-handed, and the way she grips her pencil and stuff when she's drawing, I'm like, oh my god, it's like is she trying to break it? Is she trying? You know what I mean? But it's like when they get done, it's incredible to see how these people can do art.
See, I felt good. I won one of her little sketches last time.
One,
One.
just one.
Yeah. Well, look,
I have 3.
I know, but I won. I actually, like, woohoo, I got one. She texted me, hey, look, you got one. I'm like, yeah. Lance is like, y'all so kind. Love you. Night.
Yeah.
Have a good night,
Lance.
She's going to take everything with her. But no, I know. I hear your name. I watch her little things. Oh, look, Tom Raupp won another one. Tom. I was like, okay.
Buying art too.
And I know. I'm sitting there. It's like, if I had that kind of money, I'd be getting all kinds of free shit too.
That's the problem, though. The three people that I support the most are putting out the most stuff, and it's like getting too hard to keep up with everybody.
Silverline, Cosmic,
Yeah,
and Amanda.
yeah. Well, they're
Vicious Circle,
Flatline now. Yeah. So they're
Squared
all
Circle,
doing
yeah.
they're all doing the box sets now, which are cool. And it's like I told Amanda, they fit into a magazine box. So you can set them all in there. So when you open up the lid on the magazine box, all your boxes are in there. And it's easier to move them around. So I told her she ought to get a magazine box that's all white all the way around and then do some art on it. And that would be cool. And then it'd be a storage box for your box sets.
Yeah, Vicious Circus, Flatline, Flat Circle. What they're Flatline comics now, right?
Flatline now, yeah. And then Full Circle
Or
was the
Square Circle.
Squared Circle was the what's the wrestling
Is
stuff.
wrestling. They're putting out stuff like every month. This month, freaking Cosmic Time. They all three put it in within like a week of each other.
Yeah, because Martin Cosmic Times, Martin Piero did the King Arthur
King
stuff.
Arthur.
Yep.
But first it was Roadkill
Yes, Roadkill de jour.
de jour
Yes,
on January 2nd.
that's interesting though. You're a biker and you're cursed to eat nothing but roadkill.
Yeah,
Come
and
on.
I did them, and then at the end of the week, King Arthur came out.
Yeah,
And then yesterday, the Silverline stuff
Yeah.
came out with the rejects. and
which
everything.
I haven't gotten into yet. I'm probably next day or two I'll sign up for that. So
Well, I really wanted, if you wanted any original art, it went like last night.
yeah,
There was only a couple, well, that I could afford. That was in my price range. There was a couple up there that looked very nice, but I couldn't afford it.
Roland, next time you're going to start one, you need to let Steve and I know in advance about the art. Hint.
Well, and I texted him today. I said, you didn't give me a heads up. Well, we always do it the night before during our stream. And I'm like, I've been so busy with work and Olo. I said, I
Right.
haven't paid attention to anything.
That's the thing. They're streaming what 3 times a week now.
Sundays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays,
Yeah, my
Two-
days are kind of tied up sometimes,
and we stream on Thursday.
and I can't always catch you on Thursdays either.
No,
and
and we know that. And ours has the rewatchable clientele.
right.
A lot of people watch us the next day because we are on later at night, and because we don't want to bug people during dinner, and we really don't want to bug people on a Friday, Saturday, or Sunday because that is convention times.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So it's one of those Thursdays.
Yeah, Thursdays though they can be hanging out and drinking with us and
I know.
cheer. Oh, cheer. Oh, it's
Well,
gonna be
we
a
Early
can't.
celebration of Friday.
Yeah.
Well, like this week, like tomorrow, I gotta go get my trailer that I'm borrowing from somebody, so I can go over to storage and load it up.
Oh, that's right. Do they know that you're setting up this weekend?
We've put out a couple posts that people's been watching us for years of everything we've collected. Now they all have a chance to get some of that stuff.
We are opening the Olo Vault. That's what I'm calling it. Olo Vault.
You got any comic books?
I'm not bringing comics to it.
You all are a disappointment. Oh.
No.
Next time?
Maybe next time.
Okay.
Because I need to get them more organized than what I have them right now.
Well, no, just get them together and I'll just buy them from you. Or Jake will buy them from you. One of us will buy them from you. We like comic books.
I know you do.
And his compared to your comic book setup or whatever,
Yeah.
his comic book is like nano.
He
That's
saw
okay.
some of my comics because I borrowed his dolly one day to get them all out.
Yeah.
I got them all out in one shot. Now Boris, he says, greeting from the cruise ship Botulism Bay, somewhere in the Bermuda trapezoid.
Oh, Lord. Good luck to him.
Right?
I hope you're having a great time on the Jiggly Fest cruise.
That's a long cruise he's on.
It is.
Yeah, he's and with all the other ones shutting down, will they let him back into port?
That's probably why he's stuck out there. Because I heard all the cruises are starting to close down
Yeah.
again.
Yeah, they're all.
One day we'll get to go on a cruise again.
Yeah, we're waiting until they get a little bit safer too. So we enjoyed it when we went. We had fun. So
Well, we were supposed to last Thanksgiving. We were supposed to go on one that week,
right.
and we had that blocked out a year in advance. And you know what happened last year, so
Mhm.
that's why we ended up in New Orleans, which was cool. We got to have fun.
Still
Ghost
good.
hunting.
Yeah, no, that's good. You guys took pictures and actually had ghosts in your pictures,
Yeah.
Yes.
which is
Ooh,
neat.
yes.
Yes.
It's incredible though.
Oh yeah.
It don't matter if it's a trick of the light or whatever anybody wants to say. As far as I'm concerned, they're ghosts.
Look, in my pictures, I have a floating pair of nuts that you can see that actually move across and land on a balcony. And you can look at Trish too, and
They look like
a floating.
Oh Lord. Well,
Or it says Master got a half price tickets because that boat is crawling with norovirus.
yeah, that's a new one to me, or the old one. I don't know.
It's something.
Well, I hope the master treats him well because Boris is going to be sick for a long time.
Says there's a jiggly room, but all the performers have to stop every 5 minutes to puke. Haven't got their sea legs yet, huh?
Oh, goodness.
We are gonna miss you at Olo.
right.
We're gonna miss you at the land too. I know you weren't scheduled to be at the land, but I'm just gonna miss you.
Yeah, he could have come over and helped you sell stuff.
He would have stole stuff.
Is that what he would have done?
He would have went to your table,
Yeah.
stole it, bring it back to mine to sell it.
Nice. You wouldn't have gotten it far. Jake caught him. I'll tell you that right now.
Okay, so yes, we are going to be at the land the very first time we're ever selling our collection. I'm going to be honest. I know there's a whole bunch of Funkos. There's a whole bunch of collectibles. I just grabbed boxes, opened them up, said, okay, to sell. I didn't even go through them. I just opened up the boxes and said, not keeping these ones sell. Not.
So are you going to price them before you get there, or price
Well,
them the day of the show?
I'm gonna price them Saturday when we send them out and look.
Ah, okay.
Okay, we're gonna do that. We're gonna take advantage of the
Of the early setup.
early setup.
No, that's
So
wise.
like we literally have no idea what we're selling. We're just selling.
I know there's pops.
So you
I
might
know
want to come and just see what we got.
I know nothing about pops, but I know stuff about everything else. So.
Yeah,
Well,
we got a lot of everything.
I'm gonna tell you guys. A lot of you guys have been wanting to get into my pop collection for a long time, and I can't guarantee which ones are gonna be there, but there's gonna be a lot of the vaulted stuff
That's been back there for at least 3 years.
Do you have a Tony the Tiger?
Yep.
Yeah, we do have Tony Tiger.
Ah.
I don't know if it's in the stuff, but we do have a Tony
I
Tiger.
do.
I just know that one because the one time I went to a show and Nick was set up, Pop Fandom, and he had a Tony the Tiger. It's a couple $100. I was like, oh my God.
Well,
I mean, if I had the comics values that he has on some of those pops that are bolted, I would have been like.
well, I will tell you this. I have given that Tony the Tiger to one of our friends to sell at MegaCon. And I told him the price I wanted. Oh, no, that's never going to sell at that price. Never sell it. And he didn't want to end up selling it. It is 3 times worth more now than it was at that time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And it's like, hey, that was a cut. You were getting a cut for selling it for me. And now.
Yeah, no, foolish. I would have taken it, put it up, and seen what happened. I mean, that's just crazy. So you guys are bringing pops? Are you bringing anything else?
A lot of collectibles. Some stuff that we've picked up over the years, action figures, all kinds of different stuff. I think there might even be some plushies, Pokemon stuff. I'm not.
Pokemon. That's hot as can be right now.
Well, watch. I'll even bring one that I just pulled the other day. I will get a card protector for it before I bring it.
Okay, I know nothing about Pokemon.
This is actually a $20 card right now.
Okay.
I'm going to show you guys here. It is a secret rare.
Okay.
It's energy.
Okay.
It is number 235 out of 203.
All right. So that card there is $20.
That's a $20 card right now.
You have like $100, $200, or you don't know?
I have one that's probably going to be about $3,000 once it comes back to me graded.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
I mean, no crap.
That's the one I told you I've been waiting for almost a year.
Very cool.
We're good.
Because ungraded, it's about $750.
Damn. See, and I know nothing about it. It's never a game I played. I didn't ever get into it.
Put it this way: when I pulled this card a while back, the one that I got graded, my son flipped a lid. He's like, "You pulled down? Oh my God!" I took it to Cool Stuff Games, not plugging them, but
right. Still,
Cool Stuff Games. I went over there, asked them if I could get a card protector. I said because I pulled this card and I had a picture of it.
Right.
It went from a plastic little card protector to he gave me a freaking a Mega Mondo heavy duty. And I'm like, okay, so how much? No, you pulled that card, it's yours.
Yeah, that's how cool this card is.
Nice, very nice. What's Boris say here?
Okay, so apparently Boris may not be allowed back in the U.S. Customs realized that his passport was from 1979. Secret Agent Carl playset. Oh, from 1979, Secret Agent Carl playset, and it was colored in pencil, and photo was stock pitch from when you buy a wallet. And Ron says, arrived late. Has anybody made any corny jokes about O.C.D. Steve's hat? Nope, you're the first one, Ron.
No, not yet.
After all the nice things I said about you. And Boris says, it's great to see O.C.D. paying tribute to the great corn gods. Of course, I'm original Children of the Corn.
Oh Lord!
And see, they don't even understand the whole back side of this whole corn hat thing, because he's a Notre Dame fan.
Yeah,
I'm a Nebraska fan.
Cornhusker.
Cornhusker, gotcha.
Gotta get the Cornhusker hat.
And you know what? I don't care.
I know you don't.
Where'd you grow up at?
Colorado. I'm a Buffalo.
You're in Buffalo.
That's why I went with Notre Dame. I'd rather be a Fighting Irish. If you, hold on. Let's go back. I keep seeing stingrays in Tom shirts. Maybe it's like a Rorschach test. Cool though.
Yeah. Well, it's just washes of white, but
Ron's been drinking some good
yeah,
tea tonight.
Yeah.
And Boris, if you eat Steve's hat, it will come out looking the same.
Well,
And on that note, I need some more. And so does Tom. We're going to keep over here. But we need our intermission. Because this is Tom. We're going more than an hour tonight.
Okay. These ones, right?
Yes, those ones.
Ron
Coffee.
says he's just drinking coffee, but what's in it?
Irish coffee.
Irish coffee is always good.
Okay. One of Tom's favorite things that actually disappeared for a while.
Oh, but it is good stuff.
But we found it again. Trish actually found it for me. It was in my stocking. I had to go get more.
Santa found it.
Oh. What is it called, Steve?
They are buttery nipples from Twisted Shots.
Cheers. Trish, thank you.
You're welcome.
Cutter does not like these. I made him have one.
Cutter, I will drink yours. Mm.
Well, I sat there and I was like, before I have Tom on the show, I got to figure out how to make these things.
They're good, though. It's easier
Because
this way.
we couldn't find them for the longest time.
Oh, really? They weren't carrying them anymore?
No. We actually had to go to the Alphabet liquor store.
Oh, no.
These. Not who I always go to.
Are we not hyping them anymore? Do they not love us?
Oh, I still hype Total Wine and More
Okay.
because I get all my other drinks there. But they quit carrying these. And the Alphabet store wasn't carrying them. And then she went in there for something and found them.
Nice. No, they're
I-
good. I like those.
And I went today and stocked up. I have a whole beer fridge full of them. If you see on the second shelf there.
Oh, see, I'd never get to work. I got to price comics out. Of hell with that. Let's have a drink.
I haven't had a buttery nipples in a long time. Well, Ron, I will bring you one on Sunday. You just can't tell the promoter. Okay?
Yeah. Just don't tell the promoter. And if you do, make sure you have one to share with him.
Right?
Just don't let his wife see, because then he's really in trouble.
I will wait till she goes outside.
There you go.
I'm sure
When she goes out to have a cigarette.
Yeah, she needs to stop smoking, but
I
hey.
wasn't saying that.
I didn't say anything.
I said when she goes to chase
Good thing
somebody.
Trina doesn't watch this.
Yeah, well, you never know.
I figure she'd be
I'm just-
chasing.
I'm
Well,
just
she's
going with
commented on this show before.
Hey, look,
I'm just pretending.
Paige knows how to make them.
Buttery nipples ingredients: 1 ounce butterscotch schnapps, 12 ounces Irish cream liquor.
Leave it
Half
to
ounce.
Mama
It says
Paige.
12 ounce.
Con Mama Paige.
You know something, Paige? That's still easier when it's just already made. But I do appreciate that. That's
Okay, Paige.
I'm
next
lazy.
time Tom comes over, instead of John showing up, you show up and you can be the drink and cookie meister.
sweet. We have dessert and drinks.
Now, I saw you had somebody. Who are you having food wise coming to your show?
We are doing some different people this time. We're doing a Philly cheesesteak truck. And then we're doing this lady does something called Precious Sweet Treats.
That's
So she's doing all kinds of desserts and treats and stuff. And then we have Pop Culture Rama. They're their store in Crystal River, and they're going to come and set up, and they're going to sell Japanese snacks, Japanese juices, sodas, different,
I know where
Cookies.
Kelsey's going to be.
and also some Japanese ice cream that they have.
and
Now-
all of it's up to date, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Now everything's up to date. All these people that are dealing with the food are not going to sell you something that they bought at, the Dollar General, or that's a month out of date or something. So yeah, all the Japanese snacks and everything are good. And this is the first time they're going to try the ice cream. They want to bring. I don't know if you ever had any Japanese drinks. They're very
Kelsey does all the time when you
Yeah.
pop the little ball and
yeah, they're very unique.
Now, I've had sake.
No, sake's good. Sake I've enjoyed. We're gonna turn
you're a
the other way
little
there. Somebody's been drinking too much.
Not enough.
Not enough.
Not enough.
So the drinks and stuff have fruits and different little things in them, and you shake them up, and it's kind of unique when you like start drinking, and all of a sudden this like food's in your mouth, and you're like,
Oh, the bobo or the bubble or the bubble tea.
There's a tea that has stuff in it, but then there's some of the juices he has.
The little juices where you drop the ball down and drink it.
There's and it's
Boba.
different. It's different. It's definitely different.
So Paige is saying yes, Maki. And then Tom, please bring me some food from those trucks.
Oh, Ron, I'm not going to bring them. I'm going to send you out there to get them, but I'll pay for it for you.
And Paige says boba, because that's the tea stuff.
Yeah, the boba, the tea, which if you don't shake up enough, you got to actually turn them upside down so the stuff will float down. You get it at the end. It's kind of, especially if you're driving, it's like, what the heck am I drinking or eating? So.
And she said mochi.
Mochi. I don't know any of that stuff.
Mochichi?
Yeah. I don't know any of that stuff. So.
All I know is it's a Sunday show, so I'm hoping there's going to be some Paige cookies there.
I know, right?
I don't know. You have to talk to Miss Paige. I mean, that's
what I'm kind of dropping a subtle hint.
Yeah.
Since she's always cooking.
Well, I don't know. It's she might have to open up her own little place up there and start setting up and selling stuff.
I know, right?
Well, that's what I was wondering if she was the sweet person.
No, not this time. We
Okay.
could. She is a sweet person, but she's not the precious sweet treats that we have coming.
The way people fight over her cookies.
Oh yeah, no, there's
that got ugly at DeLand, or not the Daytona in DeLand. That got ugly with the cookies.
Oh yes.
It did. I didn't get much. John said there's some here. I came back 2 hours later. They were gone.
That's what I'm saying. It got ugly.
Because he's like, oh, there's some here. Like we're gonna do our round and we'll come back. And we come back. He's like, oh no, they're gone. So Paige is laughing. And then Ron says, great choices. Was just joking about being brought to food, not a diva, at least not often.
Hey, if you get to be a chance to be a diva at DeLand, you might as well take it, Ron.
Right?
There's very few divas there, so you're going to be one of them.
And Paige says she'll see what she can do. Because what was she testing out making the other day? The little, what are those little?
Oh, oh my goodness.
The little
sandwich cookie ones.
Sandwich cookie thingies.
That they have the, like.
Okay, Paige, what was it that you were making the other day? The little.
She made a couple of them. She didn't like the way they turned out, and then she made some different ones. Macaroons.
Yeah, macaroons.
Yep.
Yeah. See, Paige knows how to play along in this game.
See,
exactly.
It's one of those things that I gotta quit following her because being friends with her on Facebook because she makes all these things and shows it, and it's like every time I look at her page, I go up like 2 pounds.
Macaroons.
Now, you are known for bringing people from out of state. What out of state people you got coming this time around?
This time around, oh, I gotta think about that. Not too many. Because a lot of them are traveling. Not really too many. I mean, seriously, most of it's going to be Florida-based people. For DeLand. Usually Daytona, I drag the most people from out of state because we want to bring in a wider selection of collectibles. And
I know you brought like last time at DeLand, you brought a couple from out of.
Yeah. Because of the show, because of Central Florida going on in Lakeland, Mario will be set up there. Mario's Comics.
I saw Mario was going there.
Gene Carpenter, who came down and did the Daytona show. He will be set up at the Central Florida Comic Con.
Which the guys over at Central Florida Comic Con, it's a good show.
Yeah, you just gotta look and see who the guests are and who the vendors are.
This is what I'm going to tell you. Central Florida Comic Con is a 2-day show. The Land is a 1-day show. So go to Central Florida Comic Con on Saturday. Don't spend all your money. And then go to the Land on Sunday and spend the rest of what you have left.
$5 to get in, free parking. 10 to 4 on Sunday the 16th. Fortress Comics out of I think he's out of Tennessee, Jack. He'll be set up at the Central Florida one too. See, for the guys that come in that travel out of state, 2-day shows work better for them.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes we get the out of states come and do ours because they do a show somewhere else, either on the way into the state or in the state somewhere the day before, and then they can do our show. And in this way, you have, you're not just coming down and driving 8 to 10 or 12 hours for the end-of-day show. Like at the end.
Unless you come to Olo, but we're worth it.
Yeah, the Land's still trying to be worth it.
Well, we're worth it because we steal everybody from the Land. Okay.
You become an upstart little show after 2 years. Stole all my people.
We're the convention that could.
We take the leftovers. Don't worry.
I'm the convention that's trying. We're trying every day.
We're the Olo. I think I can.
Hey, I'm happy. We get a lot of people who hear about us, and we're some of their first shows. So,
and that's a good thing. Sometimes when you're a stepping stone for somebody, or they come and do your show and they do well, then they'll come back and they'll keep coming back.
Well, one of your guests is going to be at the Land. Was at Daytona, CEB Creations.
Yep.
Her very first show was Olo last year, or this year. I keep saying last year. No, it is last year.
No,
Now.
it was last year.
Okay,
Yeah.
now it is last year.
Yeah, and she's the one that made the mask for us for the Daytona.
Yep.
And she's she'll be at the Land, and then of course she'll be at Olo, right? Is she coming to do Olo?
She's gonna be back at Olo. Ron, do me a favor after the show. Actually, do it tomorrow, or talk. You know what? Talk to us Sunday because you're gonna be at the Land. We're gonna be there. Talk to us Sunday.
Is each person made to use a needle to release the cookies from the little?
Oh yeah, let's go up. I'm sorry, was each person made to use a needle to release the cookies from the little pie tins? Have you watched Squid Games?
Yes, that's a great show.
I better quit playing Squid Games. Yes, you need to quit playing Squid Games because only one person can win. We saw that. The greed gets to everybody at the end.
Isn't it amazing though? Some of the shows that you watch that are like from Korea, Sweden. I mean, some of the stuff that's on Netflix, I'm like watching it and I'm like, this is better than some of the crap that's on TV in America right now. There's have you seen Ragnarok?
No, that's the one about with Thor, right?
Yes, yeah.
I want to, but it's on my. When I'm by myself, I'm going to watch it because it's not something I don't think Trish will like.
You can't think Thor Marvel comics, but if you think Thor Norse
Greek,
gods,
yeah,
and the Greeks and everything else, all that mythology comes in together, and it's really interesting to watch that. And the first time I sat down there and I started watching Squid Games, I'm like, holy shit, they're killing everybody. I mean, it was insane.
Like the second episode. It's like the first episode, you had to get through it. It was kind of a lot of talking. Then the second episode, green light, red light, and I don't care spoilers. If you haven't watched it by now, you're under a rock.
Yeah.
And red light, green light, and it's like, oh shit, this is good. Then the third episode, like, what the hell just happened? The second episode was good. Then it went and
that poor old man,
better.
that poor old man that tried to last.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that was good stuff, man. That's the neat thing about it. No, the ConFather is not going to take off his shirt.
Have the ConFather. You don't even spell ConFather right.
Yeah, he's.
It's all one word, Christian.
That's for a man that's that intelligent, he still can't spell.
I know, but it's okay.
That's all right.
And I know how to spell it because I came up with the term ConFather, and everybody took it. Yeah. It everybody took it. So
because it's so true.
Actually, though. I have.
Oh, should I play some music?
On this shirt is a robot looking out into space,
committing suicide,
about to commit suicide. This is from a cover from Dark Horse Comics Presents. These shirts are done by World of Strange. They do a lot. They get the rights from the artist and stuff, and they're at a lot of the conventions up in the Mid East and stuff. So they do a lot of these shirts. But this is like when I saw this, I'm like, I saw it on the comic, and then I saw the T-shirt, and I was like, oh my god, why would a robot want to kill itself?
Have you ever read Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, where you have the depressed robot?
I read it, but it's like reading The Hobbit and stuff. I just couldn't get into it.
Okay, I'll give you that.
It's like Red Dwarf. You really got to be into that humor.
I love that show. I grew up on that show.
You know, it's
like Red Green Show too.
Yeah, Red Green. That's another one that you got to be into that humor and stuff.
Duct tape fixes everything.
Yeah, well, see, my father totally agrees with that, and NASCAR agrees with that too. But it's just, you know, those are neat shows. And again, it's for certain audiences.
Yeah.
You know, but it's also what makes our community of collectors. You know, because there's certain people that are into these things that, you know, they're looking for that obscure, weird stuff that just got to be there.
So Mike Thompson says, make him an offer he can't refuse. Ron says, Squid Games could absolutely gut you.
Yeah.
ConFather is such a perfect term for Tom.
Oh, well, thank you. But as I get older,
howdy Roland.
Hi, Roland. But as I get older, I'm getting to do less and less shows. Well, after this year,
Asimov
maybe.
should have made a no suicide rule. New Asimov robot rule: a robot will not kill itself. And I love The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy by Douglas Adams. Yeah.
Yeah. Again, you know, reading that, it took time. Certain books you read, I can get into real quick. Other ones kind of lose interest real fast. So.
Did you at least watch the show?
Yes.
Okay.
Show was okay. I'm a Doctor Who fan.
Okay.
So, you know, I've enjoyed that. Red Dwarf, again, that was, you know, got to watch the show.
And John Pinto said, did Steve lose a bet? What's on his head?
John Pinto.
Mr. Pinto. Okay, Trish.
We need to talk about.
I need you to so Mr. John, Trish, I need you to do the camera.
John Neville.
Oh, I was gonna go get the.
No, I want you to show the wall right here. Trish, come up.
Well, I can't tilt it very well.
Yeah, go back and then tilt it up.
That's what I was doing.
But see, it has a thing on it. You don't have to lift it up.
You know, I never claimed to be good at this.
Yeah, but you're doing all right. There it is.
Okay, Mr. John Pinto. If you look up on the wall of originals, there's the 3-pack of the Beatles right there. The original Beatles.
Yeah, that was art done by John Pinto for you. That you
that was a commission I asked for that I actually received at Christmas.
Nice.
So it was an awesome gift. It is even signed.
Yeah, no, I thought that was cool when I came in because I saw it up there and I was like, "Where'd you get that at?" And John just posted on there, you know, the original art and everything. So that's really cool.
It is.
Yeah, no, it's a nice piece.
Because I had actually saw that you had put on there a nice piece and all that.
Yeah, no.
I'm like, wait till he shows up tonight.
Yeah. Well, I guess I don't need to call John and ask him if I can buy it now. So he's very hard to buy art from too. He won't sell me original art.
He won't.
No, It's very hard.
No, but he's a really good artist. John Neville
John
says,
says Mr. T and Steve.
Yeah. Well.
And then Jennifer Lugers says, Hi, guys.
Hey, Jennifer.
Have a great show.
Well, thank you. And she's going to be at Central Florida.
Yep. And then Ron says, John is a great artist. He is.
Yeah. No, John does some good work. And we had John at Daytona.
We finally talked him into going to Olo.
Oh, did you?
This year. Yep.
Nice.
He's got to be at Olo.
Yeah. I might beg him to come back to Daytona. We'd like to have him back again. So we'll see how that goes.
Why? He's such a pain in the butt.
Well, he brings Mindy every now and then, so that's always a nice pleasure thing.
That is kind of worth it.
Especially when she goes and spends his money and we catch it on camera.
I know, that's
awesome. Uh-oh. I got to go look at the Kickstarter tonight now when I get home.
Still some good original art left on the Kickstarter. Did you put more up? Because there was only like 3 pieces left when I was there.
See, and here's the bad thing. at the show on Sunday, Bill Black is coming in with some original art.
I saw that.
Yeah, and I bought some the last time, and then he did a thing online where he emailed certain people that bought from him, and then you could buy from him. So I sent him a list, and like 5 of the 7 things I wanted were already sold. And I was like, oh man. See, you're already jumping in there. Oh, you got crazy.
Yeah.
So here we are trying to do a show, and Steve's trying to get in on the Kickstarter and get
No,
to it
I was
before
gonna,
I do it.
I was going to show you the art that was left,
Yeah. I got my card. We can get to work right now if you want and get it all.
but it's not letting me in. That's what's weird because I know.
Well,
That's what's weird because it's not. It's saying that my email is not right.
right.
Yeah, you've been blocked.
You've been blocked. You've been spending all your money.
No, I'm spending Trisha's. She's my trigger mom. I told you that. Oh, that's why caps locks
Yeah,
are
it's
on.
your caps locks.
Wait a minute. He knows your password now?
Yep, he does.
Yeah, dot, dot,
Which
dot,
is
dot.
my money? Tom's going to be spending all my money.
Oh, he's done pretty good with his creative backing there.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah.
I've only funded, 28.
Oh, that's,
What the heck? Let's see. Anybody said anything?
Wait a minute. He says, what's going on here?
Let's see. Looking forward to both DeLand and Olo.
Right?
Not yet. I will announce it.
Okay, so
Jump into I'm not paying. It's Trish that makes me act that way.
no, I don't believe that. No,
I do.
No,
Oh,
no,
I
no,
do.
no.
Yeah, you have not seen those two together. Oh my God. I have to walk away.
John's a nice guy.
Yeah.
John, do you have any more comics for sale?
Well, he told me that you were buying.
Oh
So-
yeah, I went over.
He's not a pain. He's just drawn that way. Oh,
He's just drawn that way.
but
John and I can't be in the same room together. We get in trouble.
Oil and water, fire and smoke. What's going on?
We just get in trouble.
they don't know how to shut the hell up.
Oh, in that case, then they need to hang out more often. If it drives you crazy, that's all that matters.
Oh no, they get in trouble with what they say.
Oh, okay.
We do. We
That's
don't have filters when we're together.
let's see. What's
Huh, I'm married to someone like that. She never has a filter.
let's look at the add-ons
And
of
then,
what's left.
Like, John will tell me, hey, I got to tell you something. Don't tell anybody. And then I'll walk across the aisle and go tell somebody.
Okay. Well, see, this is all of it, but
Wait a minute, go back up.
a lot of the art is gone.
Okay, go back up. So, are the covers like one more up?
Yeah, the covers right here. I think the covers are still there.
He said that there's some stuff.
Let's see. No more comics. Tom got them all. Looks like what we still have available is the Butler cover page 21, inks cover B. See, there's only 3.
already got a couple Butler covers. I'll leave one for you.
Oh no, I already bought mine.
Oh, damn.
And Roland says, "Wow, I didn't realize we were up to just over 2,000. Cool.
No,
See?
you've done good.
Let's see. I'll show you
Things
what.
you learn when you're on our show.
And Thomas does a lot of good stuff. John does some nice stuff.
Trying to see. I took that one.
Okay.
I believe that was the one I took.
I still like when he did the $50 freaking boxes. Those.
Oh, I know. I love that.
Oh my God!
When-
He already gave away.
Roland, when are you going to do any more mystery boxes?
Yeah, just Steve and I will buy them. That's it.
Yeah.
No, those were incredible with the art that was in there and
Oh,
everything
yeah.
else. Yeah, that was just yeah.
I felt bad one time because Roland was talking about how I'm such a great supporter of theirs. We were on the show. He's like, he always buys the original artwork. What'd you buy this time around, Steve? I was like, I'm broke and I couldn't buy. I just bought the the $25 package.
Yeah, but that's any way you can support any of them is because there's again, like we were talking, there's three of us that with three companies we like to support, and especially right now when they do a release together,
Oh
it's
yeah.
like boom, 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 and now you're like, oh man, I'd love to get this, but I want to get this, and
Well, at the time, the one that he was talking about,
yes,
that I didn't, I probably would have, but my TV took a shit on me.
gotta have a TV.
And well, when I went to work in the morning because we were watching the news, it was like really dark. I'm like, okay, I don't know what's going on, but no problem. You can still watch TV. When I came home from work, it was completely black. You could hear it, well, you couldn't see it. It's like, oh hell no.
Yeah,
I can't sit here listening to Trish.
Yeah, no, that's hey,
I can't listen to myself.
that's all right. I get to listen to Trina singing and talking, and she goes, "Remember when you used to like to listen to me? I like listening to you, but I also like quiet."
Well, it's like I can't. My game systems are hooked up to it and all that. I can't do my de-stress.
Right. Yeah, we still have a Wii system set up, and we only use it like once a year at Christmas. So when my folks come over, we do Wii bowling, and it's funny because it's fun at the same time, and it's just other than that, it sits here like most of the year. My stepson has his own PS5 or whatever he's got in his room that he plays, so. It's like he never uses the Wii system that we have out there. But when he first moved in, he used that thing all the time. And that's the difference is that everybody falls into a rut with certain ones. So
well, I got my PlayStation.
Right.
We got the Nintendo Switch. We got a Retron that plays all the old Nintendo games and Sega games and all that stuff.
So you can plug in any game into that system and play it?
Yeah, except for the old PlayStation games.
Okay.
The original PlayStation game. But you can play, like I said, the old Nintendos, the old Game Boy games, the old Sega games, all those old ones. You can play it. So,
I'm surprised how valuable some of the Nintendo Cube games are.
Uh-huh.
Like one of the Pokemon games we got is like $100 and some with the box.
I'm going to tell you, I got a PlayStation 4 game. When you say a PlayStation 4, that's like a couple years, back.
Right.
I showed her this weekend at Orlando Anime Day how much it's going for. Over almost $250. Godzilla.
Oh, come on, Godzilla.
No, it's because when they made the game, they didn't get permission with the
rights. So they withdrew that.
Uh-huh. So that game is no longer out there for sale.
Nice.
And I'm like, I have it. I was given because I love Godzilla. So it was like a Christmas present a few years back.
So have you ever been to the anime show other than when you went this time?
What, Anime Orlando?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Okay. So Johnny runs that like once a year. And he does one in Tampa and does one in different Jacksonville and then up in Georgia and stuff. A few years ago, my friend Aaron Rice said, "Hey, look, I can't go do the show. Will you take some of my stuff? There's 2 tables, and sell my stuff, and you can have 1 table or whatever you need, and sell some of your stuff." So I went up there, and at the time, that was when that one show we were talking about, the guy just did recently, had a show in Orlando area, and I was texting Christian and a few other people and sending them pictures. There was like 1,000 kids.
Uh-huh.
I mean, and I was selling manga comics for $1.
Mm-hmm.
And I did like $500 out of manga comics for $1.
Yeah.
And then not counting all Aaron's stuff. And they would ask me like about these characters, and I'd be like, yeah. And they'd walk away, and I'd be like, who the hell are they? Because I knew nothing about it. But Aaron sent me like these plastic Minecraft swords and all these weird little things. But these, and it was insane that this little tiny room with 20 dealers, and there's these kids and then they go next door and they got a film room, and they got films going on in there all day long, or they do a costume contest.
They were doing costume contest and panels.
Yes. Well, what he was doing when I did it was that they would come over and they would go, okay, I'm number 23. And you had a paper and it had all these numbers on there, and you would write down notes next to them. And then you would judge. So instead of them having a costume contest where people were judging you, you were judged by the vendors. So they came by, and then I'd write stuff like some of them, I had no idea who they were. Who are you? Did you make this? Did you buy this? What are your powers? Yeah, silly questions. But at the same time, it's cool to see how some of these people went out of their way to make their costumes. And there was like one or two superheroes, but everything else was manga, anime, and I had no clue. It's not my forte. But to make $500 and $1 comics and then sell stuff for Aaron and then go back the next year and do it again with him and still make money.
I'm telling
you would have made money this time.
Yeah.
Aaron's booth was packed.
Yeah, no, and he has the right stuff and he has the right mentality because he knows that stuff. He does a show called MomoCon up in Atlanta.
We know MomoCon.
Yeah, so he's into that kind of stuff and he understands it and he has the right answers.
That's Evo.
Oh. But there's something to be said for these small established conventions because MyCon is the same way.
MyCon is one of our favorite ones. The girls who run that, they're great. We love them.
No, and I watch your videos of it, and there's some neat stuff there.
Yep.
And they've got some cool stuff. And I think
and
the smaller,
they have a nice following.
Yeah, the smaller shows give you a little bit more than these bigger shows. The bigger shows you're starting to lose everything. I'm going to Comic-Con. I'm going to MegaCon. Oh my God, you're paying $20 to $40 for the day. Then you're paying the park. And you're going in there and you're walking around and you're hooting and hollering. And you're doing what? You're paying $7 for a drink. You're paying $5 for a pretzel that when you eat it, it's like sawdust when you cough.
Yeah.
And it's like...
And I don't know what our food's going to taste like, but I think it's going to be really good at Olo.
Oh, actually, that hotel does have good food. I've eaten there.
I think we've had the buffet there. We used to go there for the buffet.
That one and the one on the hotel on the other side, they both do good buffets. Yeah, especially for breakfast.
Well, they had like prime rib at night. We'd go to MegaCon and we'd walk over there and get their buffet at night because they had prime rib, and I love prime rib.
Yeah, no, good stuff.
I love prime rib.
Well, and like when you're talking about the shows, in their prime when the kids were little, you're talking that's generally $100 just to get in the door.
Yeah.
And people with kids,
it costs us $100 to get into the door nowadays.
Yeah, nowadays it does too.
Well,
MegaCon, it's like $200 for us to get in for like 2 days.
And it's
cheaper to buy all 4 days than to go for 1 day.
Well,
I think about that.
If I go and set up at MegaCon, I've got to give away $1,500 in comic books to just cover my booths. So I need a double end cap. If I don't have a double end cap and I go and I just get a little tiny in line, nobody's going to see you. They're going to walk right past you.
Mm-hmm.
So you need to be a double end cap so that you have plenty of floor space so everybody can come see you and buy from you. So now you give away $1,500 in comics. Well, I go and set everything up on Wednesday, Thursday, or Wednesday, and then you got Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So my partner Jake's got to work Thursday and Friday. So I talked my wife into coming. So she's there for 3 to 4 days. He's there for 2 to 4 days or 2 to 3 days. You know what I mean? It's like by the time you get done and then you load everything out, and that's the other hassle, getting out of there.
Right.
Getting in is not a big deal. Because you can set up, if you got more than 2 booths, you can set up an appointment to come in early. But if you go in there and then you want to get out and you don't have somebody in line like an hour in advance.
Yeah, I heard about that.
You're talking 5:30, 6 o'clock, you're out there and then you're sitting in line for 2 hours.
And I heard some of them have a time. You can't even come up here until this time.
Yeah.
Or they'll send you back. And
No, and it's crazy because at a bigger show, you're lost in the crowd and you got to give away a lot of stuff. And I get it. If Daytona ever gets any bigger than what it is, I won't be running it. Somebody else can have that headache. It's too much. I'd love to have somebody where I have somewhere where I can go and have 50,000 square feet.
Mhm.
I could fill that. I could build a great show. But could I bring enough people to that show to make all the vendors there happy?
See, to me, that's just scary even thinking
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah, but Daytona was 30,000 square feet this last show.
Yeah.
I'd love to do 50,000 square feet.
I'm having a heart attack with what we have.
Yeah, but you're good. You're comfortable where you're at. It's the right size for what you're doing.
It,
Yep.
You know, I'm going to tell you, when it comes to conventions, you know that Steve and I got into this because of the love of just the collectibles, and we like this. We thought, oh yeah, someday it'd be cool to have a convention, and it happened, and we're thankful, But that day, seeing the people and talking to the people and seeing the little kids
Yeah.
and everybody that had the same joy that my family and my kids have, that was the end goal for me.
And that's what you want. You want people to come in and say, "Hey man, I had a great show. I had a good time." And then you go online later on, you see pictures and you see families taking pictures of themselves. Vet ticks. We're doing that with
Yes.
the land again. Again, that's something that's close to me, close to you.
Yep.
It's just when they post on there, "Hey, we got to come to your event. This is the first time we ever came to a show," and they take pictures and their family's happy and they've done something. We're just. I don't care if it's a tax write-off. We're just donating tickets to help the military.
It's not about the money. It's
No,
not about the notoriety.
It's about family being able to come and enjoy the day.
Yeah, and they have fun and they post their pictures and it's great to see that. We posted a picture the one time of a young man dressed up as Deadpool, and some woman commented that was her son and stuff, and hey, are you doing a costume contest at this show? I said, we're not, but your son's more than welcome to come dressed as any. It's like at the land. You want to come dressed in a costume, come dressed as a costume. We're not doing costume contest, but we'd love to have people come there.
Mhm.
But we're not a cosplay. We're just a convention that's a marketplace to sell stuff. But we want everybody to have fun. And we love seeing people walk out. I loved, like last year, your local comic store. Lee and his dad were there. Or 2 years ago.
Living Dead Comics.
Yeah, Living Dead Comics. And Lee's dad, George, says, "Hey, have you seen my son?" I was like, "Yeah, he just walked out with a bag." And then Lee's in there, "Have you seen my dad?" "Yeah, he just walked out with a bag." So if they're walking out with bags of stuff and they're buying cool stuff and they're a store and they're reselling it, that's telling you there's good deals there. That's telling you that there's people there with some quality merchandise. When you guys were out there, you told me the one time you were out there eating and you were watching people 2-3 times coming out the door.
Yep.
Mhm.
So that says something about the smaller shows. The bigger shows, they go out once and they've walked 100 miles to go get their car somewhere.
Yes.
And then they never come back. So that's why DeLand, we got some food out there they can eat, weather permitting. Phantasmagoria is going to come. They're going to do a show there. So it should be fun.
Now, see, I do have to admit, my highlight of the first Olo was seeing Mr. Boyle walking through there.
Yeah, that was.
No, he
awesome.
was there, and his buyer Jack and some of the other guys that were there.
Yep.
Yeah.
But he doesn't go to conventions.
No, but to have him, and there was a couple other guys that were walking around your show that were not normally at other shows.
And that's what made me proud. It's like, we did something right because we got the word out to somebody because they showed up. So
yeah, unfortunately, his store won't promote shows for you, but that's fine.
But his brother does.
Yes, and within a week to 2 weeks, yes. Yeah, no, as long as you know the right people.
Okay, let's go back.
All right.
Roland's laughing about mystery boxes, and yes, any and all support is greatly appreciated. Thank you.
Yeah, no, hey Roland, we love you, man. Appreciate you being here.
John, retro gaming is huge now. Yes, it is. Very much.
please.
And Ron, Wii bowling used to be the only Wii game I could beat my niece in when I visited my sister and her. When I was winning, she would switch to something else. The equivalent of swiping the board game away when she did, which she did when she was losing when we were very young.
That is true, though.
And Tom, how many years have you coordinated cons?
Quite a few. I was in Maryland. I helped a friend out. That was over 20 years ago.
That was in a basement.
No. That was the other show that horrifying guy ran a show. I never helped him out, but my friend Fred still runs a show up there in Maryland called Clandestine Comics. So he runs a show up there in Maryland still. So he is 30 years or more doing shows up there. And then when I got here, I helped a few people out, and then was talked into running Daytona, ended up running that, and then
Now, was Daytona yours, or did you pick it up from somebody?
I picked it up from somebody that ran it. Daytona is a show that's been going around since the late 80s, mid 80s. Originally, it was ran by there's a guy named Mark Demmer who ran a show, Daytona. At one time, it was called Daytona Comic Show. Then it was called Daytona Toy and Comic. Then Comic and Toy Show. It's been under a couple different names. But Mark Demmer ran it, and he rented some rooms over at the convention center. And then after he ran it, a guy out of where was he from? Guy out of state. I want to say up in Ohio or something, but I'm not sure. I forget his name now. But he ran the show for a couple years, and we were in a hotel that had a Pizzeria Uno that was right in front of the Volusia County Mall, and there was only about 20 tables in this little tiny room. And he ran that show, and I did that a couple times. And then that hotel actually got torn down, and they built like all new restaurants and stuff there. And then it got taken over by World of Comics, Steve that owns World of Comics, and he had a guy named Sam that helped him. So they ran that, and we were out at the beach at the Holiday Inn by the old, it used to be the Desert Inn. Now I believe it's called the Rock and Roll Hotel or something. Rock Express, whatever that is. It's the new Hard Rock.
Hard Rock. Okay.
Yeah, it used to be the old Desert Inn, which was a bit of a dive. So anyway, Sam passed away, and I'd asked Steve if he wanted to run it anymore, and he said no, he was done with it. So I took it over and took it to the Best Western, and then from there we went to Embry-Riddle, and then, as you like to tell me, Daytona is now in DeLand, which is Volusia County Fairgrounds, but it's just so I've been running.
And don't ever show up at there wearing a sign saying DeLand Tour or Daytona Tourist in DeLand, because you get called an asshole.
Only you. You look good in it, though. The same shirt too, isn't it?
Was it this one? I don't know.
Yeah, I got to see if I still got that photo.
I have many different
I
shirts.
think it's that one.
I think it's that one.
This is one of my favorites. So,
but no, that was a good cosplay. That and the one when you were the pop figure.
Everybody still talks about that one.
That was a good one. So
that one might at some point. See, I don't want to bring it back just because I was the OG.
And now everybody's doing it.
Everybody's doing
but
it.
that was a good.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, that was good. That was hot too.
Oh, very hot.
Yeah, that was hot. So,
but I am. You guys can go back on Reddit and look for O.C.D. Steve. I was the OG on cosplaying as a Funko Pop.
Yeah, you were. I mean, I never saw nobody else do it. So
nobody had done it.
Yeah.
Now you see, like somebody had posted here recently that, look at, I'm a Funko Pop and I did the whole box. I'm the first one. I was like, no, babe, hold my beer.
Yeah. Hold my beer while I drop the mic.
Yeah.
I'm the OG, and then I went to becoming a special edition Chase version for Smash's Toys for Tots.
Yeah.
So
Ron, I think I've been running shows in Florida for at least 10 years, full time,
12 years,
maybe
give or
12.
take.
Yeah, give or take.
He's
But
been working
I've been advising and helping and things like that. So, um, if anything goes wrong, I've still got a lot to learn. So, any guidance I can get, I will take.
and everybody comes to you for guidance. I know we do.
Yeah.
John Neville says, I hate going to shows / cons that have no dealers and advertise as comic event.
See, that's my other pet peeve too about some of these shows that are coming out. Everybody wants to run a show. You click on vendors, they got a thing about how to buy a booth, but they don't tell you who the vendors are. And then they tell you that they know what's going on. This is the first time we've actually put up a floor plan for the land. I've never done it before. But all my other shows have floor plans. Listen, I've been lazy. But we always have a list of the vendors within a month of the show that's posted. Not only for attendees to know, but for the vendors themselves to know that, hey, you're important to us. It's not just about all the guests. It's not just about come see this star, or come pay me extra money so you can get a VIP. These guys, these vendors that are setting up, they're paying for the venue. They're paying for everything to be done. They're paying for the guests to be there. All that's covered in their money, the insurance, and then the stuff that's made at the doors is the extra, and that extra gets reinvested into the show. I also have to pay my wife. I have to pay Gabby. I have to pay a couple other people.
Pay everybody they're helping.
Yeah. So
and when you go to a second year, everybody wants to help. So I can imagine on Tom's show with as many years.
Yeah, but the thing is, when people want to volunteer, they got to realize that it's more than just sitting at the door and then getting up and running over to go buy stuff. Volunteering means you got to stay. You got to check everybody, make sure they got wristbands coming in, or they got a lanyard on, or
and you don't run
and if you go there, don't piss off a giant because she will come after you.
Oh yes. My new favorite employee is Kelsey, for Daytona. So, but without my wife, without Brenda from Cloak and Dagger, without Gabrielle from Feed Your Imagination. I mean, they're the girls that are at the front. They're the girls that are taking care of everything for me, and they're making sure that I don't have to stress over taking money from people, and then they have to deal with all the silliness. Somebody yelling at them, screaming at them, whatever.
And I bet you, even though Kelsey's going to be at the land because she's going to be helping us, if somebody starts yelling and screaming, she'll walk over there.
Oh yeah, no.
And she'll look down at him and say, "What'd you say?"
I just right here, man. I'm all hard for her, so I don't even want to mess with her. But anyway,
at least you can say she takes her job serious.
No, and it's like with Gabrielle and Brenda and Trina.
They all do too.
Yeah, don't there's no, I tell them what I want. They figure it out between them and they get it done. It's just as the shows get bigger, there's a lot of stuff I should have other people do, but there's that trust issue. Who do you trust to do this? Who do you, it's like.
I can tell you I'm in the same boat.
Well,
I know Trish is too.
Well, I noticed one show that I did last year that the one guy that was running it, he got 4 people and all 4 people canceled on him. But then he was smart to the person that got him some other people and rude to them. And being disrespectful to somebody that helped you means you're not going to get any help from them in the future. And
yep.
It's when you're promoting, you got to be kind of in the middle of everything, but at the same time, you kind of can't let everybody walk over you.
Yep.
And there's friends, and then there's buddies, and then there's, hey, can I get in early? Oh, blah blah blah. And it's like, you want to get in early, but you don't want to pay me. It's the other ones that want to get in early that want to pay me don't have a problem. hey, I'll give you your $5 or your $10, whatever. I just want to get in. I don't have a problem letting them in as long as they do something to get in. Come help somebody, come do something. But it's that fine line you got to walk that's just too hard. And as I get older, I have less time for stupid people. And I want to support a lot of people, but when I see all these new shows coming out and I go and I look and I see all these guests, and then when it gets time for the show and half these guests aren't coming. So did you really have these guests or did you not have these guests? You're telling me it's $20 to come to your show. It's a hotel show. You got a wrestling ring outside, but you only got 20 dealers inside. Why would I pay you $20? Why would I drive all the way down to your show to pay you $20 to go in to see 20 vendors with a wrestling rink that's outside in Florida that may or may not rain? I mean, as it is right now, they're telling us we got a good 30 to 50% chance of rain on Sunday. So that's not going to help my food vendors, but my people inside don't care because they're covered up. You know what I mean? So it's...
But what about that long walk from the parking lot to the front?
No, it's not that long.
Oh, okay. I thought it might get wet.
Well, I'll tell you
wait,
what.
I'm inside. I'm vending.
Yes. If people want, my phone number is 407-466-1070, and I will have an umbrella, and I will walk out to your car and walk you in.
But he won't bring you food. So
No. Get your own damn food.
Now, I do have a funny story about how you're talking about with the help and everything.
Yeah.
Because my son and his friend were at the front of OO, and I had
I liked him too. The what's his name?
Gio.
Yes.
And I had a coworker and his daughter on the other side, and Cutter and Gio thought it was just going to be a cake, and they weren't writing down what was card, what was all that. So I started going off on them. My coworker tells me a little later, yeah, when you started going off on your son, my daughter looked at me and said, "You're doing it right?" I don't want that.
But that's the thing. You're counting on people to figure out who's coming in. You need those numbers at the end of the show,
Right?
Because you're counting money. How do I have $100 more than they said I did, or how do I have $500 less than they say I did?
Right.
What were charges? What weren't charges? What was vet ticks? What was 12 and under? What was free? What was discounted because they were first responders? I mean, there's all these things. I don't have time for it.
Right.
I'm busy running around trying to make sure everybody else is happy, and at the same time, that's why I need my partner Jake at the show so he can run the booth. And people don't get it. When I'm running the show, he's the man that you got to go talk to about getting a deal. He's the man you got to go buy from. He'll treat you just as well as I will, maybe even better sometimes. But, it's while you're at the show, you want that show to go smooth.
Oh, yeah. And with us, it being our first show, it's like, I need it. But Cutter and Gio, they stepped it up once they realized how important it was.
Oh, yeah, no. And if it affects whatever they're going to get paid down the road, they're going to learn. The one show, somebody volunteered and said, "Hey, I want to help you." I said, "Okay." I said, "I need you at the front. You can sit here if you want. You don't even have to stand. I just want you to check everybody have a wristband." I'm in there and there's like 3 people walking around with no wristband. I said, "Didn't you?" "No, we just walked right in." "Really?" And I walk up and the guy's on the phone. And I'm like, "Dude, what are you doing?" "Oh, can I go shopping now?"
Yeah.
"I'll tell you what, man, just go ahead and do whatever you want to today." But then when I got somebody else that was an off-duty cop, and he was at the front at Daytona when we were at Embry-Riddle, he was very polite to everybody. Nobody realized that he was packing, but he was there. And there's shows that we've had undercover cops walking around.
That's awesome.
And that's the thing though, is that it costs you a little bit more money, but you got to have security.
We don't have an undercover cop.
I have a Kelsey.
Yeah, you
ain't getting in.
She will run
I don't care.
But
she has run.
I paid for 2 cops to one show, and it's expensive.
Uh-huh.
But they were both undercover, and they were walking around inside, and they just mixed in with the crowd. And one of them caught somebody stealing. And this one goes back to the one time when we had a young boy trying to do upskirt shooting of some young girl up her skirt. And I'm like, and somebody had caught him doing it to her and said something to me. And I was like, so I had to walk over and I had to threaten like a 12 to 14-year-old little boy. And I mean, that's like totally illegal that, how dare I threaten somebody's kid. But here's this kid trying to shoot his camera up somebody's skirt. And it's a little girl's like 12 years old. And I'm like, I just want to see a cosplay thing. I don't need this. This isn't what I
Right.
signed on for. I could see an old dude out there going, oh, but a kid? And it's like, so, and then I had to escort him out the door. I had to make him swipe everything off his camera and delete it. And it's like, and I feel like crap doing it to him. But at the same time, I'm like, I wanted to pound him in the ground.
Yeah, you got to do that.
And it's like, and it's just little things at the shows that just, somebody said this, somebody parked here. I got one vendor yelling at me the one time, so-and-so needs to hurry up and move. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah, we know exactly what you're talking about.
And the one vendor, this one was
And the sad thing is, he's done many shows, and we've only done one. And we've
already experienced all of it.
And it's like,
not the video up to that.
Yeah, but the nonsense with you're parked too close to me, blah blah blah, and the person's being nice, going, "Hey, I'm going to help you," and it's like, seriously, I mean, we're grown ass adults.
Yep,
it's real simple. The dude offered to help you, now you want to yell at him. It's one person was just getting done loading up, and at the one show, and this one gets all mouthy, and we got to get our truck. Oh, hold your horses. You guys aren't even packed up. You're just about to get ready to leave. Well, they need to hurry up. No, you need to calm down. If the guy you're working for is in that much of a hurry, he can come back over and say something to me. It's just, it's insane. But at the same time, it's fun when everything goes smooth.
Yes, it is.
And nobody gets it at the end. Like, promoters should be the first ones in and the last freaking people out. I mean, the last.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we were. You all were gone, and
Yeah.
we were still there, just making sure everything
is done. Everything is like when we tape out areas, we should pull up all the tape.
Yep.
Because we taped it out. But like nowadays, the chairs and the tables and everything, you need to leave because they got to come in and COVID clean them. And they got to, whatever they do to them, sanitize them, whatever. It's just, walking around picking up all your stuff. There you go.
There we are.
Hey, we're back.
Okay, so I'm gonna interrupt you real quick because
Sure.
we're talking about the Funko Pop.
There you go. That was a great cosplay.
That was a great cosplay, and what people don't understand is that was made in one night from about 7 at night to 3 in the morning.
That picture right there
Is hand drawn by Kelsey.
Yeah, on the front of that box.
Oh, very cool. That's MegaCon.
Yep. That
Yeah,
was
because
made
2016.
I remember you guys walking by our booth when you had that on. Yeah.
because and you see our old logo on the shirt.
Yeah.
They wanted me to cosplay so bad, and I thought I could come up with something. I said, if you can make this for me, I will cosplay it. And I told them, make me a Funko Pop, and they did.
Because you got the logo on the top. It says pop up there. Yeah.
Got the pop, got that. You can't see the back. She has the pictures, but on the back, it'll show the rest of the family as the rest of the group.
Right, as a group, yeah, for the pops.
For the pops, like you would
Collect them all.
Collect them all, it says. But yeah, that's where O.C.D. Steve first became a thing.
Was that the last year that before they got bought out?
No, that was like the first year.
The first year.
That was
Yeah.
the first year.
So that's when that first year that was the last time that Jake and I set up. We only bought 3 booths, 3 or 4 booths, and we got jammed up. They put a pylon on behind the one, so we had 4 booths. Yeah, because Jimmy was set up there, and then I had 3, so I had 4 booths. I had an L shape.
Okay, let's go down. Marie S. Morales says, "Good evening, Tom. Hoping I can go to the next one. Stay safe."
Oh, she is involved with the baseball card show that's in Apopka.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So she does that.
I'll have to check that out. Is it just baseball cards, or is it?
They actually have some non-sports stuff in there, and then every now and then there's a couple guys that bring some comics.
Well, I like my sports cards too. I still got a lot of stuff from when I was a kid.
Okay.
So
yeah, that's the Shire Temple, right there by the McDonald's where Trish used to work at.
Okay,
So,
at the Shriners.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I got some Mickey Mantles and like original Mickey Mantles, Willie McCovey, and
Yeah.
I
No,
used to collect all that stuff when I was a kid.
so that's it's a nice little place. I looked at that venue to do like a little show in there, and then I don't know. The more I looked at it, I was like, I just don't know. I need more room. It's just too small for what I want to do. So
Okay, Roland said, "Ouch, that would make me mad." I think that was about people helping.
yeah, probably, yeah.
Ron, what time would those of us who are guests and vendors need to be set up by for Sunday? Are you doing early entry for
No.
con attendees?
No, Ron, we do not do early entry. That's that's not something we do at the shows. The show is 10 to 4 on Sunday. But they're set up between 6:30 to 9:45. At 9:30 we close the overhead door that's there. So most times just turn the AC on. This time it'll be turn the heat on. But that's on. And if you end up there on Saturday, if you're in town, setup is Saturday from 11 until 6.
And then Ron, that looks like a polychrome of Oz to the right of Tom. The rainbow stormtrooper is cool as well. And I see O.C.D. Steve has a minion at his shoulder. Actually, that minion right there, that super minion, that's a George Perez minion.
Yep.
Oh yeah, says George on it.
Yep.
Very cool.
That's George Perez. George made it to the wall of originals.
Nice.
That's one of Trisha's favorite pieces.
It is.
John says, "We're back." I thought Tom and Steve were just really good at sitting still.
No, they're not.
No, we're not. We're
promise.
terrible at that. Our arm has to keep going up.
A Popka pop-up, Tom.
Yeah, I thought about doing a pop up there, but the
But she wasn't that
baseball
hot,
card,
so he couldn't pop it up.
Ooh, that was bad.
There's John.
John's good with that stuff. John's got a great collection of slur comic, racial slurs.
And we're back. Look at
Yeah,
that.
it's, I can
What's
hear
going
you.
on here? We am I like saying the wrong words and you're blocking
No,
me
we're
off?
on AT&T.
Ah,
Yeah, I thought it was the computer, but it's just our Wi-Fi. Because I upped my computer to a very good computer. But you notice hers doesn't have that problem. It's the 1 foot over.
is that what it is?
Uh-huh.
It's a spatial area.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh. You know, it's because you're hi-fi here. You know, you got a gaming computer.
Yeah. Gaming computer would like dial up internet.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Because we're in an area
Yeah.
that they refuse to upgrade because they don't have to.
Well, that's crazy.
They've already done enough upgrades with the city to meet their contract with the city, so they don't have to upgrade anything else. So,
crazy.
one of the next times you come here, hopefully we're going to be in a different location.
Uh-oh, you guys are moving?
We're hoping. We're hoping. Because we're tired of here.
Okay. Better place, bigger place.
We're looking for bigger,
Yeah.
where we can have an OCD room again and not the dining room.
4 adults living in one house. That
No stairs,
needs to be
please.
bigger.
No, no
I
stairs.
like level.
No stairs. Well, actually, I just went and did one. I told Trish when it comes up for rent, if it's in.
Somebody's thirsty.
Oh no, somebody also. Yeah, you got some gas. You're looking at me. But I went to this one.
Hey, Dave Finley.
3,000 square foot,
Yes.
but it was beautiful. And if they do all the upgrades I know that they'll do if they buy the house, oh, I told Trish we got to look at getting it. It has a living room, an office, a family room, a kitchen the size of our kitchen and dining room. Then it also has 3 bedrooms upstairs. The master bedroom is as big as my whole area here.
Wow.
The master bathroom is as big as pretty much 3 parts of it. It's like, I'll never leave the bathroom. I'll put a TV up in there.
He will.
I don't doubt that.
Hola, Dave Finley. We are talking about you at some point.
Yeah. No. Feed your imagination.
And then see you on Sunday.
Yeah.
I will see you. You are very tall. You're easy to see.
Plus, she's a booth or 2 over from you, so you're actually going to be next to Tyson from Comic Central.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So.
John Pinto says my next door neighbor is getting ready to sell. Just saying. Oh no, no.
Actually, he's in a nice
That would be
neighborhood.
awesome.
Oh,
Gated
yeah.
community.
Could you imagine me and John at like Christmas or Halloween or something? Oh, that would be fun.
I could just imagine you as neighbors. Hey, John, come on over. When Steve gets home, he'll cook for us.
How about you cook for Tom? I know what side my bread is buttered on. And John says, Big Dave.
Yeah, Big Dave.
You know who I have not seen on here?
Who's that?
Daryl.
Daryl's actually doing a lot of traveling and doing some of the trade shows for his business.
Well, I know, but I still usually get
No, that's
hey.
yeah, no,
Now,
I know he's traveling.
I know he has to be pissed off about February though,
February.
because the New York Toy Show canceled.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I ran across it. It's like he canceled all his appearances in Florida.
Yeah, because he was he just did that big show in Orlando, the surf show that he does. Yep. So he just did that. And I know he told me he was going to be on the road for the next couple of weeks, traveling around doing all kinds of trade shows. So
Well, I was asking him about Sci-Fi Bartow. He said he was going to be at the New York Trade Show.
all right.
And I read this week that the New York Toy Trade Show canceled. It's like, ooh.
Yeah, but see, they're worried in New York because that's a lot of people compacted in that one area.
But Bartow's already sold out. He can't even get in. So I feel bad for Daryl.
Oh my.
When you bank on something,
Yeah.
well, I mean, it's his job. I mean,
yeah. We're out. We're back. I love your thing.
Yeah.
In and out. So we use a lot of stores for flyers. I know you guys do too. Travel around a lot.
I just feel like I haven't traveled enough this time around.
Yeah.
But it's hard because of the way things are right now. I mean, it really is. We printed 10,000 flyers for the land. And I think I've got about 200 left right now. But there's stores where I've seen, 50 or 60 sitting there. But then again, like your local store, every now and then I get a phone call from Lee or a text or an email.
Hey, I'm out.
Yeah. Hey man, I need some flyers, which is cool because I love going in and talking to them and looking at what they got. Cliff's Books is the same way up in the land, even though he's by appointment right now and still trying to, figure out what he's doing. He's another one that always calls and lets me know. But it's great to have these stores, help put
Yeah.
out the flyers and support you. And
Oh, even the vendors.
Yeah.
The vendors that get those flyers out to every.
Whenever
person
they're
that
at
buys
shows,
from-
yep,
yeah.
put them in bags. With the Alpha Omega, we've been able to give them stuff that they sent out in the mail.
Yep.
Yep.
So that's always been
Cosmic
cool.
Times. Martin.
Yeah.
He says that we gave him a whole bunch. He says they'll go out with every Kickstarter and
Yeah.
everything. So
Yeah, no, and which is always nice because any way you can get the word out
Yeah. Well,
with anybody that you can network with.
it's
it's the
great to
best
have
way.
the support from the community.
Yes.
That's what helps.
Yeah, and
Because-
and again, it goes back to also, not only are you like on our websites, the 3 websites I have up, Daytona Brick City and Daytona, DeLand and Brick City, we list all the stores that take our flyers. So it's real simple. All you got to do is go on there and look, and you can go, hey, I'm in this town. I ought to go check out the store. And it's a cool way
Right.
to network with everybody.
and that's
So-
what we were doing last year. Last year we were, hey, you can get our flyers here, and this year
It's
with all the cons going back on, it's like we really don't have the time to hit everything like we
Right.
last
No,
year.
and
We had a lot
it's-
more time.
Yeah. Oh, no. I understand. And some of the stores have closed for a little bit too. So,
Roland says I'd be happy to do that. Get me some. Not sure they'll be timely enough at this point, and the stores appreciate it.
yeah, Dave Finley's another one that calls me and goes, hey, get over here and bring me some flyers.
Well, Dave hasn't told me that in a long time, so
well,
hopefully we
no.
get him a-
I had extra, so I make sure you're covered too at the
we
same time.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
We actually haven't been to Tampa in a while, to
yeah.
be honest with you.
Yeah, actually John Neville and I drove over, and we met Dave and had breakfast and hung out at Dave's store, and then we went to a couple
He's got
stores
some
afterwards.
nice restaurants around his store.
Yes.
Tell you
Yeah.
what,
No, there's
You've only gone to the one,
I don't care.
which one did you guys go
That's
to?
all
the
that matters
Spanish
to me.
one.
Okay, yeah, no, for lunch and stuff, that's good. If you get over there for Kissing Cousins for breakfast, that's good breakfast.
He needs more Olo flyers this weekend.
See, he's already letting you
All
know.
right. We'll have them there.
So,
Okay, so
Alrighty.
we're hitting to the 10 o'clock hour, and it's already telling us by giving us the lights flashing
yeah,
Carmelita.
Carmelitas, yes. He took John Neville and I there, so that's good. John and I have learned to eat well. John knows a lot of good spots.
John is a foodie and a half.
Yeah. Go to Lakeland, go to Egg Factory for breakfast. For lunch is some burger joint that he took me to. It's great. It's incredible. It's just, yeah, John knows all the food places.
He does.
So,
Now, see, we had to go by ourselves. Dave didn't go with us.
I know.
He just said it's down and around the corner. So
Something
But it was
about having
it
to.
was good.
Something about having to have a store open. I don't know.
yeah, I don't know. I mean, if you're in charge, you might as well just close it and do what you got to
Right.
do. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, who cares that you're selling stuff?
burgers in Lakeland.
Let's see, the Chop Shop.
Yeah, Chop Shop. Yep, that's where he took me to, and they were good. They were really.
John, I'm really getting offended here.
He tells you all the places to go.
I know, but like
You start driving him around, and he'll start telling you where to go.
yeah,
Here's the thing with John. If you got to go somewhere and he's going to ride with you, breakfast or lunch or something, he will be there on time. Okay. Otherwise, you tell him to be there at 8:30, he'll show up around 9. Okay.
If he shows up.
If he shows up. But no, he's a good person to go out and hang out with and do things with.
Hey,
So,
I gotta do a shout out to John. He hooked me up with the last Starfighter comic. He had found one because
Okay.
he remembered me talking about. I didn't know it was a comic,
right.
and he met up with me at Living Dead and hooked me up. Thank you. It was a great Christmas present.
Nice.
he brought me a Wonder Woman comic as well.
Yep.
Thank you, John.
And Dave says, I'm available for lunch. Well, we will have a food truck lunch together.
There you go. There you go.
And John says 8:45. Okay. Any last words, thoughts,
No, just
words of wisdom?
thank you everybody for checking us out. And if you can make it January 16th, the land at the fairgrounds, we'd love to see you there. It's $5 to get in. The show is 10 to 4. In February,
February 13th.
February. Thank you. Let me have another drink.
2022.
Um,
And if you haven't, before February, if you haven't watched the Hawkeye series, watch it, because one of the Tracksuit Mafia main 3 is going to be there, Carlos Navarro.
nice. He was
Super
also
excited.
in Walking Dead.
He was also in Walking Dead, and he is also one of the hosts of Monsters in the Morning here at
Local celebrity.
104.1 iHeartRadio, all that fun stuff. And I'll even show you, maybe.
No, do you get us?
Yeah, it's not. Oh, it's
Yeah,
showing.
it's
It's
showing.
showing.
It's
Okay.
showing. Okay.
The best line of the whole show, bro, wakey.
Yep.
We can't see it, but it's over.
No, okay. All right. I trust you.
But check him out. He's happy. He actually somewhat mentioned us. He the other day on the radio, I was listening to it. He's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna be doing a convention coming up." Never said the name, but I'm like, "That's my convention."
That's
There you
okay,
go.
because if you go look it up to see what convention he's going to be at, we'll pop up.
That's all
Yep.
that matters. That's all that matters.
So that's February 13th, 2020, and January 16th, 2022. I said 2020, it's 2022.
2022. You got it.
And January 16th, 2022, the Land Orlando, the Land Volusia County Fairgrounds,
Yes.
iDrive. See, go back and forth.
There you go.
And to Dave's comment, Super Bowl Sunday, yes. Show is over at 4. Game doesn't start till 6:30.
You got plenty
You
of
have
time.
plenty of time to get home.
Don't worry about it.
Or if you can't make it home because you live in Tampa, you're at a hotel that has rooms.
Yep, just stay extra night
That's what we're doing.
and go to the bar and watch the game.
Or go to Tom's house.
Yeah, or you can come hang out at the house. Oh
And-
no, that'll be trouble. Him and Trina get together, I'm in trouble. No, I can't have that.
Ron says, great show. Looking forward to seeing everybody Sunday. John says, Peacemaker, first 3 episodes are good. Haven't had a chance. Some of us have other things to do, John, you know.
I thought he worked during the day. This working for home thing is kind of weird.
I guess, geez.
He went shopping at a comic store the other day. Not that I'm trying to tell on him or nothing.
And Paige is at work, and I thought you were working. And Dave says that, bro.
Yeah.
Yes, bro. Have you seen Hawkeye?
I have not yet. No.
You have to watch.
People still, some people still watch it. I don't, Roland.
People watch the commercials. They don't
I
watch.
watch it for the commercials.
Commercials, yes. Yeah.
But anymore, they're doing the commercials before the show anyways, like a week before on the internet. So you don't even need to watch it. But hey, and you never know, maybe I'll do something Super Bowl related for the show to get more people in. I doubt it, but
I doubt it
gonna
too, but
say-
yeah, whatever.
hey, but I am gonna say, because I got Tom, I got some time. We are gonna have a cosplay contest. I gotta rearrange it because Boris was supposed to be running it. But it's the mediocre cosplay contest.
You could do like Anime Days, have the vendors get a piece of paper,
Yep.
and
Go
then
through.
you. So that's something to think about. Simple and easy.
Yep.
I mean, I want to avoid. I don't mind having it. It's nice to attract the people there, but I really don't want to be involved. It's not my cup of tea.
Well,
So
a lot of people don't realize we did have a walking cosplay contest at the first solo.
yeah, no, and you had to help someone helping you do that.
Yep. And this one is all about not how much money you spent on the costumes. It's about the love of making the costume.
There you go.
I don't care if you come dressed as a transformer in cereal boxes. That's a winner in our.
We had a guy come to Daytona the one year that everybody voted on him, and he built an Iron Man costume out of cardboard and then wrapped it in colored duct tape.
See,
But it was when he got done. I mean, he was like Iron Man. He couldn't, like we can go like this. He was like at the real stiff. But it was cardboard. It was duct tape. It was in color. It was his. He made it. It was cool.
And that's what we're trying to go back to. Back when cosplay was about the love of your character.
Well, there was one person came in dressed up as Dr. Octopus and had ductwork. And then had strings.
Cool.
So he pulled the strings right here and the arms would move around. I mean, these are the cool thing. Not going in and spending $500 on a costume and going, oh, look at the costume I bought.
Yeah.
But these people that are making their own and everything, that is the cool thing.
I like the ones that they're like, oh, cool. Wouldn't this be cool? Okay, let me run to Home Depot and let me run to Walmart and let me run to Michael's.
The Goodwill and come up with a dinosaur Green Lantern.
That's the neat thing about it.
Yep.
So I like that. A mediocre
cosplay contest.
Nah, that's going to be the way to go.
I think we might have just found a job for Devin.
Yeah, that could be. But it's one of them because Boris was the one who first brought it up to me,
right?
And I loved it. Even his thing about having mediocre prizes.
Yeah, but he's in a Bermuda Triangle.
I know, so that's why he was so upset.
Well, I hope we hear from him again.
Oh, we will. We'll
hopefully he doesn't get lost in the Bermuda Triangle.
Well, it's either that or Master did something to him and he's overboard.
Right.
With the mediocre cosplay contest, you might get a used Applebee's gift card. Might have 17 cents. Might have $17. You never know.
That's cool though. Till you go use it, you don't know. Hey, I like that.
So, and I know Roland said that he liked the idea at one point when we were telling him about it, and he said he might actually donate something to it. So, I did a lot of research, and a lot of people were interested in a mediocre cosplay contest.
That's very interesting.
So, with that, guys, next week we will have Mr. Roland Mann on.
Cool.
Talking about the new Kickstarter with the rejects and Sniper and Rook #2. And then, of course, we have this weekend going on Central Florida Comic Con in Lakeland. That's Saturday and Sunday. And then, of course, the land
Comics and Collectibles. I remember that at least.
Going on Sunday, 10 to 4.
At the Volusia County Fairgrounds?
At the Volusia County Fairgrounds, same place Daytona's at. Don't get confused.
Same place the land's been for the last 12 years.
And then both issues are #1. I'm sorry. I thought Sniper and Rook were out already. So, Daryl. Finally, Daryl. Sad I missed this. We were talking about you, Daryl. I was wondering where you were. We got to get in touch. Is he going to be there on Sunday? No.
He's like I said, as far as I know, he was doing a lot of trade shows, so he had not booked anything for that. And actually told me he couldn't make the April show that we have going on in Crystal River. I mean, in Ocala.
I was going to say Crystal
River. I haven't gotten there yet.
Okay.
I got a storm involved in there. So one thing at a time. So
do you need to do a cheap plug?
Nah, Christian can do all the cheap plugs.
That's just because he's cheap.
So Pop Culture Rama. He's open twice a week, Wednesdays and Saturdays. You can find him on Facebook. He has Gundam models. He has Pokemon stuff. We're disappeared, we're back now.
There you are.
Yeah. He has comics there, price comics, and then he has $2 comics. Everything from Silver Age to Bronze Age to some current comics. He's got toys. He's got lanyards. So there's a little bit of everything, plus a lot of Japanese snacks. And can also find him set up at the land show this Sunday.
Okay.
So that's my cheap plug for where some of my stuff's at and for Christian.
Okay, so until this weekend, guys, hope to see you in the land.
Yeah. Thank you, guys.
We will catch you later. Bye.
Bye.